So today I want to talk to you about the art of interpretation as a voiceover actor.
Every moment is a teachable moment.
So interpreting your scripts is really a critical skill for today's voiceover actor. And one of the reasons why it's so important is because we really want to establish that connection with the person that we're talking to and our listener. So in order to really focus in on the art of interpretation, the first thing is you want to understand, number one, the actual purpose of the script. What type of script is it? Is it a commercial script? Is it a narration script? And if it's a narration script, where is that going to be shown? Is it going to be shown on a website? Is it talking about a corporate product or service? Is it going to be on a YouTube channel? Try to figure out who your audience is and who you represent. If you are going to be speaking on behalf of a company, you most likely will be representing that company and being their brand voice. And then understand who you're talking to. More than likely, you'll be talking to a potential customer of theirs. And really try to understand and interpret what do the words on the paper mean? Because it's more than just reading those words off the page. There's always an intended purpose for any script. So a company will hire a copywriter to write something with an intended purpose in mind. And for us to kind of just, come into the script and take a brief look at it, we don't really have all of the backstory as to the product that they're talking about, the purpose of what they're going to be utilizing your voice for, and the message. And there's been a lot of thought that's been put into that script. And so I firmly believe that you need to do a little bit more analysis and interpretation of that script than just running into your studio and reading those words, because there's always an intended message. And if you don't necessarily know what that message is, or you don't understand what that message is, then it's your job as a voice actor to really truly bring those words to life and make those words believable. I want you to really read through that script and understand what the purpose of that script is. I want you to try to understand who your audience is. Who are you talking to? If you are talking on behalf of the company and you're talking to a potential client, if it's a different type of a script, which maybe is a dialogue script, if it's a different genre, who is your intended audience? I'm speaking specifically for corporate in my brain right now, but you could be pursuing a video game character and you might be interacting with another video game character. So again, read those words and try to understand what is the story, what is the scene that's taking place. And once you have an idea of the scene taking place, and a lot of times we don't always know what that scene is, we don't have a clear picture of it, but you can create a scene in which those words will make sense. The art of interpretation, again, comes into play here when you are creating that storyline. And again, I say this over and over again, we are storytellers. So it is important for you to find that story in those words. And it's your responsibility as a voice actor, as a good voice actor, to bring those words to life. Do your due diligence and make sure that you read those words and understand what those words mean, right? Every word is there on the piece of paper. It's been thought of carefully. It's been placed on the piece of paper by a copywriter or somebody who wrote it, and there was an intention behind it. And if you can get yourself behind that intention, that's going to really bring that read to life, and it's going to really make your job that much better and your voice acting so much more relevant to the piece of copy. And it will help you to get hired over and over and over again. For more tips on performance, make sure to check out my videos here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.